So, wow, just wow. Yesterday, Sony released a lot of news all in one day. We're going to be jumping into a bunch of stories, some news from Sony, some other news. So we're going to be jumping into AMD talking PS5 and RDNA 2, its release date worries, and on Sony's side, we're going to be jumping into The Last of Us TV show and Ghost of Tsushima's release date. First, let me know if you think Sony would risk releasing a weaker console next gen. It's a controversial question that's been talked about many times in recent months, and there are arguments on both sides. So comment below if you think Sony would risk releasing a weaker console than the Xbox Series X. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story, The Last of Us TV show. Sony, for some reason, released two huge pieces of news yesterday, and one of them is that PlayStation Productions will be working with Sony Pictures and HBO to bring Last of Us, the TV series, to life. Sony Productions is a Sony Interactive Entertainment studio founded in 2019 for the sole purpose of being the bridge between PlayStation IPs and TV/movies. It's so movies and TV shows based on PlayStation IPs can be properly managed and respect the original work, which is awesome. So, Naughty Dog studio head Neil Druckmann and Chernobyl creator Craig Mazin will be at the helm for the show. I've heard Chernobyl is a great show. I haven't personally watched it yet. From what I'm hearing, the show will be focused on the events of the first game and might take bits of the sequel, Last of Us Part 2, releasing in May, as we know. No release date has been given for this series, and I actually know no actors, nobody who's actually going to play Joel or Ellie or anybody else from what I know. And I'm wondering how much of Neil's time will be taken to work on this project because we obviously want him focused on the next Naughty Dog game. But let me know in the comments who you think should play Joel and who you think should play Ellie for the TV series. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the second story of the video, Ghost of Tsushima's release date. This is the second piece of big news Sony revealed yesterday. We knew the game was coming summer 2020, but now you can mark your calendars for June 26, 2020. I'm a huge fan of Sucker Punch for their Infamous series, like a big fan. I loved Infamous 1 and 2. Infamous Second Son on the PlayStation 4 was alright, but 1 and 2 from the PlayStation 3 era are classics in my books. Considering what they did with those games, I expect them to bring another gem with Ghost of Tsushima from the trailers and everything that I've seen about the game. Let me know if you guys actually pre-ordered the game already. There are some pretty cool items in the collector's edition. I'll have those linked in the description if you want to go check those out. Now, diving into the third story of the video, the big one. The AMD financial call that happened yesterday. I sweeped through the 3-hour plus conference yesterday, and here's what I got because there seems to be a big debate online on this. From watching the video, the conference, AMD basically to me confirmed PS5 will be using RDNA 2 architecture. RDNA 2 is AMD's latest graphics architecture that's 50% more performance per watt efficient than the previous RDNA 1 according to the conference. Now, what does that mean? Performance per watt basically means just that, how much computation you can get done per watt usage. Basically a measure of how efficient the architecture is. Now, the debate online is that AMD didn't mean PS5 when they mentioned next-gen consoles, and I'll have the full conference with timestamps saying otherwise for you guys to check it out if you want, and some other bits of information in there as well. But if you're still here with me, let's try to break this down. So, throughout the conference, AMD had the PS5 and Xbox Series X logo side by side whenever they mentioned next-gen consoles, plural. The person on stage talking about RDNA 2 and consoles literally states that RDNA 2 will be used on the next-gen consoles, plural. Another hint is he also states that it's a benefit to have common architecture between PC and consoles with RDNA 2 logo literally on that same slide as the header. The benefit he mentions is that porting games between platforms will be easier because of the common architecture, which is another piece pointing to both consoles using RDNA 2. The debate I've seen online, and this is only some of it, this could be exploding by now, is that they could have mentioned Lockhart, Xbox Lockhart, the rumored weaker next-gen Xbox console. Now, I don't know. I don't know why people are saying that specifically because the console is not even confirmed. So, in my point of view, they have the PlayStation 5 logo plastered beside the Series X and talk about RDNA 2. They even say that the next gen consoles will have RDNA 2, but Lockhart, which isn't even a confirmed console, is what people think they could have meant. Now, come on, guys. I rarely ever, you guys know me on this channel, jump into these fanboy arguments, but after watching the conference, it's clear to me what they said. Of course, I'll have it linked below. And if Sony doesn't end up using RDNA 2 for the PlayStation 5, I'll dress up in a duck costume and make a video reporting the news wearing that. Because from what I heard, they basically said the PlayStation 5 will be using RDNA 2. But some other good news that came from the conference includes a confirmation that the next-gen consoles are on track for holiday 2020, no delays to 2021 based on what AMD is saying. In the end, do you guys care about the PS5 using RDNA 1, 2? Let me know if that type of information is even on your radar. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "Please be good." This is in reference to the Last of Us TV series. I have faith in Neil Druckmann, and I'm not sure about the Chernobyl guy, but I've heard good news about that show. So I think it's gonna be good, and I also hope it'll be good. And if you feel the same way, destroy the comment section with "Please be good," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.